3, 2, 1.
So this morning we're just going to hear from a couple of the leaders in our region, and alongside we've got a message from the Minister as well around, like I say, what is a pretty momentous occasion for York and North Yorkshire. Devolution has been discussed and on the cards for a lot of years now. York and North Yorkshire is the first kind of non-core city to do a devolution deal of this kind, and I think there's a huge number of thank yous and congratulations need to be given for that. Not least to the politicians, in that no one ever thanks a politician. They never get any credit for anything. But it has required ambition, it's required commitment, and it's required political leadership to get us to where we are today and really kind of allow us to sit proud and tall alongside your Manchesters and Leeds and Birminghams with regard to doing devolution and the level of ambition for our region. So I do think, you know, we need to understand how many regions in the country are struggling with this. As a region, our politicians across all political parties have come together, they've collaborated, they've worked really well, and they have made this happen. So, like I say, I'm sure they don't expect any thank yous, but as an officer who's worked with them, I have to say it's been quite inspirational to see that kind of coming together as a region to secure this opportunity. Clearly, to get here, a huge amount of work has also gone on by officers in both our councils and within the LEP team. And like I say, I'm incredibly grateful that we've got to day one. It's felt at times like it's been a long way away, and creating a combined authority with all the technical stuff that goes with it is anything but straightforward. But we are there. Devolution for York and North Yorkshire is significant. As a basic case, there's over £500 million of investment that comes alongside the Mayor. That's £500 million of investment that we wouldn't otherwise get. We also get leverage and influence over transport, and adult skills budgets, and increased investment in housing and delivering net zero. This is new money, this is new investment, and this is going to deliver benefits and outcomes to our communities that we wouldn't otherwise get if we didn't show the level of ambition and commitment that we have. So this is quite a moment in time. Public sector finances are under incredible pressure. This is an opportunity for us still to show ambition, still to show commitment, and most importantly of all, to make a real difference to the people and the communities across the whole of York and North Yorkshire. But we're not here to listen to me today, I'm just here to compare. We're going to start with just a short video which sums up the deal. We're then going to have a message from the Minister. Following that, we'll hear from both the leaders of both City of York Council and then the Chief Exec of North Yorkshire Council. It's good that the Combined Authority will have a role in strategic transport, because the leader of North Yorkshire Council is stuck on the A19 from that point of view, so there's clearly an important role there. At the end of the speeches, we would ask that we take a group photo, so you'll be able to stay where you are in your seats, but we'll take a photo from the front with the speaker. So we'll ask you just to stay around for that, and then we've got a networking session where you'll see in the room some really impressive and key partners that we've got from the region. This is a historic building, and our historic assets are important, but if you look around the room, they're actually innovation assets as well, and we've got XR stories, we've got robots, we've got agri-tech, we've got a wide range of innovation happening in the region, which is showcased here today as well. So please take time to go and see some of the amazing world-class stuff that's happening and meet some of those key partners. But without further ado, I'll just start with the video and hope the technology works.
Launched on the 1st of February, the brand new York and North Yorkshire Combined Authority has been created for the benefit of our region to invest in housing and transport, boost business, innovation, skills and careers, embrace and unlock a net zero future led by a mayor to be elected by you, who will work with local leaders to create and deliver a future-focused vision for York and North Yorkshire, to attract greater investment, to generate new, better-paid jobs, prioritise community safety and sustainability. So vote on the 2nd of May this year and choose our region's champion. Here's what's happening from day one. Over 700 new homes, more business support and joined-up skills provision, over £10 million invested in net zero programmes. The York and North Yorkshire Combined Authority will bring significant benefits and investment impact for you and generations to come. This is just the start. This is your Combined Authority. Get in touch to find out more.
And a huge thank you to a whole range of partners who've helped put that together over a number of months. So we're now going to hear from the Minister, Jacob Young, and I think it's important again, delivering devolution has been a partnership between the region and central government. Devolution is about government having greater confidence in York and North Yorkshire in our ability to make better decisions, and by making the decisions on where money goes, we'll have greater impact on our communities. So it requires both York and North Yorkshire, but also government to show a real commitment to what can be achieved. So I think it's absolutely right we should hear from the Minister.
Good morning everyone, and thank you all for being here. I'm sorry I can't join you in person, but I'm delighted that this event is going ahead to mark the establishment of the New York and North Yorkshire Combined Authority, an important milestone in delivering our devolution deal and unlocking more than £500 million of committed long-term funding for the area over the next 30 years. Implementing this devolution deal and establishing the new mayoral combined authority means powers and funding will be transferred from London to God's own county of York and North Yorkshire. More decisions will now be taken locally, with investments made to address key local priorities and drive delivery of key projects. Now, devolution works best when it's locally led, and I would like to thank the many of you who are attending the event today for your passion and your commitment to making a reality of this devolution deal. Devolution continues to be a key priority for this government, and I look forward to continuing to work with the Combined Authority and councils and the new mayor in due course as this region begins this new exciting chapter. Have a great morning, everyone.
Thank you. So now for the great bit. So we now get to hear from our leaders across York and North Yorkshire. Like I say, the level of commitment that's been showed over 5 years now to take this from what was just a kind of a conversation and aspiration to actually deliver it has been really significant and showed real commitment. So I'm incredibly proud to have worked with both local authorities, City of York and North Yorkshire, to get to where we are now. And I think we're in a really good place with regard to what we can achieve for the future. First, I'm going to introduce Richard Flinton, Chief Exec of the North Yorkshire Council, to give the North Yorkshire perspective.
Thanks, James, and hello everybody. And apologies first from my leader, Carl. He's stuck in his car on the A19 and will probably walk in any moment and push me off the stage, which he's very welcome to do. But it is a great opportunity for me to add to the thanks that James has said. Firstly, thank you to York. York have been great partners through all of this. We've worked hugely collaboratively as a region and cementing our region together. This has been a long journey, but to see York and North Yorkshire really twin together with their own different interests, with their own different ambitions, but with also shared aims and a collective sense of what we want to work together to make sure that we really flourish together as well. But also, I want to thank government and the civil servants, particularly to embarrass him, to pick out Paul Rousell, who's been an ever-present in working with us on behalf of government. Paul and his team have been fantastic in shepherding us through all that we needed to do to get to this particular point. And what we've achieved is a strong deal. Both the Minister and James have talked about the £500 million. It's a really strong deal when you compare that to any others that have been achieved across the country. But it's a foundation. It's a place from which we can build, we can have more conversations with government, we can understand more of the aspirations that lie both in the city and the county, and it's a bridgehead, if you like, from which we can work more economic magic, more transport opportunities across the area as a consequence. What I think that this deal does signify is the first truly rural and city deal where we bring together the power of a large rural area, North Yorkshire, the largest county there is in the country, surrounding a fantastic city such as York, with all that York has to offer, and binding us together in the way that we are doing is a first for the country. So we see it as an opportunity to really enable our rural communities to flourish, our market towns, our more dispersed areas, the villages of North Yorkshire that have their ambitions and what they want to see achieved out of this deal. So we will be working hard on behalf of those communities to make sure that we advocate for them and what they can bring and get out of this particular mayoral combined authority. What I also just want to remark on is the importance of we're working well together now, but it's absolutely crucial as we move forward that we stay together as a city and a county and a mayor and all of our partners that we work with. That is the way the governance of the deal operates. We've got to work together, understand that there'll be some difficult and testing conversations here and there, but it's that collective endeavour to make sure that both places prosper is a thing that we've got to bear in mind and have that as a guiding star. So we need to stay together, to work together, to understand each other's ambitions, but we need to then reach out and work together with all of our partners, many of whom are in this room today. We need your ideas, your energy, your insight into some of the challenging issues that face North Yorkshire and York, and we need you to push us and the Mayor to make sure that we're dealing with the issues that are close to your hearts. So it is that word of together that I really want to end my few minutes with, because that's the way that we're going to be successful as a mayoral combined authority. Thank you.
Thank you, Richard. I think that together was important. It is about the combined capabilities of all our organisations, which is a great dovetail onto, now introduced, Councillor Claire Douglas, Leader of City of York.
Thank you, James, and I'm a bit shorter than everybody else, obviously. Thank you, James, for that, and I have to say, it is absolutely fantastic to see so many people in here today. In fact, we have got people standing at the back as well, and that really tells you something, I think, about the ambition that we all have for our combined authority that we are currently building together. And I know I generally speak without a script, but I have got a script today because I want to make sure that I get all my points in. So I'm going to put my glasses on and do the formal thing, whereas usually, as people would say to me, Claire tends to wing it a bit. Today isn't the day for winging, I don't think. So really, I'm just going to start by saying that this is an absolutely fantastic historic milestone for our region, and thank you all for joining us today. This is a momentous day for all in the room, and I speak on behalf of the elected members of York. We are very much looking forward to working with you, all of our residents, all the businesses and organisations across our region, the newly elected Mayor, and alongside my colleagues, and I use that word carefully, Councillor Les and Dad, the North Yorkshire leadership. As Richard said, this is tremendously important. We take it very seriously. It's really important that we stick together as a team and work with that elected Mayor for the benefit of all 800,000 of our residents in the region. The time, expertise, commitment and collaborative approach of all involved in this process has been outstanding, and it's a very good sign for the future, the success and forward momentum of our York and North Yorkshire Combined Authority. We're looking forward to the elected Mayor joining us following the elections in early May, and a key role of the Mayor will be to, and I make no apologies for using this term, sell York and North Yorkshire to Westminster as a great place to invest in and do business. Securing the government and external private sector investment into our region to build and develop both the businesses we now have and those that will make York and North Yorkshire their new home. We have a unique mix of history, beautiful and productive coastal and rural areas, world-class innovation and entrepreneurialism. entrepreneurism. Apologies, everybody. There is no better place to invest in this, in my opinion, and we are very fortunate and excited to see early indications on this appetite from key anchor tenants and investors in the York Central site, a key part of the devolution deal. It's no distance from where we're sitting now either. The Mayor's role and the opportunity brought by our combined authority can only see this new investment go from strength to strength. We're celebrating that York and North Yorkshire now has a seat around the table with the other mayors across the country, a hugely influential group making the case for further devolution and larger sums of devolved investment in transport, housing, net zero initiatives, innovation and businesses. The towns, villages and cities across our region need investment, need to feel connected to one another and need to benefit from the economic prosperity that many areas already see. It shouldn't be forgotten that not everyone shares equally in the prosperity in York and North Yorkshire, and I hope to see the Mayor and Combined Authority work hard to make sure income gaps diminish, housing is more affordable, and the health and well-being inequalities sections of our population experience are diminished. We have a big job ahead of us. Pete Kilbane, York's Deputy Leader, sat at the front here, and I have enjoyed building a productive and respectful partnership with Carl Les and Gareth Dadd in North Yorkshire. This is key to a successful combined authority in our joint opinions, working together for the good of our region before party, before politics, as you've heard me say before, and we look forward to working with a Mayor who feels similarly. The strength of partnership will allow us to work at a strategic level to make the most of our shared capabilities and opportunities, and in my view, this couldn't be more important. Through the combined authority, we'll tackle some of the biggest challenges facing our region: housing, transport and our path to net zero, working together to bring good quality, secure jobs to our communities, a transport system that gets people to jobs and jobs to people and people to each other. I think we're all struggling a bit with that at the moment, and Carl is a prime example. Housing in our communities that the families and young people who live there can afford, and caring for our natural environment to protect and improve it for the generations that will follow us. The array of innovation we can see in the businesses and organisations exhibiting today shows the exciting futures and opportunities we can create for the young people of Scarborough, Selby, Harrogate, Ripon, Skipton, Catterick and York, and among many others. Innovation, partnerships, dogged commitment, all coming together to build stronger communities, a vibrant, innovative York and North Yorkshire that celebrates its people, its identity, its history, and marches on into the 21st century. Now that's a combined authority I can get behind, and I hope you can too. So thank you everybody, and let's get on with it.
Thank you, Claire. Again, I think that just that commitment to coming together and the combined capabilities is, it's really heartwarming to hear, and it's what any region needs to be successful. And you look at the best combined authorities, and we want to be the best. It's ones that work together. It's ones that is the combined strength, and they don't fight with each other. They work for the greater good. And I think we've seen from both York and North Yorkshire there's an absolute commitment to do that going forwards. So in a minute we're just going to have a photo, so I'll ask you all to stay put and we'll get the photographer to the front and get you to stand up. But my role going forward is that I'll be the Director of Economy and Interim Head of Paid Service of the Combined Authority, and I've got two messages for you. Firstly, get out to vote, get your friends out to vote and pass the message that on the 2nd of May, this is important. We need the people of York and North Yorkshire to get out and select a mayor who can act in the best interest of this region. And secondly, and really importantly, we're open for business. Come and talk to us. Let's make our investments. Let's make a difference in our communities, and let's get on and make York and North Yorkshire the best place in the country. But thank you very much. We'll just have the photo now. Thank you.